Are you sick of making investments in the same old companies that never seem to advance? If so, then you should learn about this incredible opportunity.
Welcome to Jabbir Global Enterprise.
Jabbir, Ahmad Muhammad has been in his business for a few years. Despite his diligent work, he has only been paid 2,000 Nigerian dollars a day, which is around $4.25. This has made it very difficult for him to support himself as well as his family, which includes his wife, son, and 8 siblings. Regardless, him and his boss have created a thriving company. But imagine what he could do on his own with the necessary things he needs and support. Don't pass this opportunity to make a difference in his life as well as the world.
Meet the team.
Hello, my name is Armis Patoki. I'm from New York.
My name is Kyle Hessenfar from Virginia.
I'm Josie Kalish from New York.
I'm Samantha Shoemaker from Virginia.
I'm Mario Rosales. I'm from DC.
I'm Connor Shelton from Chicago.
I'm Jessica Quirarte from Chicago.
Okay. Jabbir Global Enterprise offers various services such as selling phones, phone repairments, and phone accessories. However, due to being a new business owner, he struggles with the following, such as lack of materials, lack of funding, and constant power outages. We're going to tackle these issues by providing him more funding, more materials for him to sell, and a new generator.
This logo, as shown, conveys that the business specializes in phone repairs. The globe signifies that Jabbir one day wants to make his services available globally, and that he aspires to one day diversify beyond iPhones and really focus on all gadgets. And the heartbeat line shows that he can bring devices back to life.
Our first marketing tool is flyers. We are prepared to give Jabbir 100 flyers to be able to distribute all around his hometown of Bauchi, Nigeria. We believe that with these flyers, it will attract customers from all over Bauchi, which is a key thing that small startup businesses need to expand and grow. As you can see, our flyers have 2 key colors, blue and green. These 2 colors were chosen by our business partner, Jabbir, because he believes that these colors show strength, stability, and growth. Also, you can see that our flyers are very informative because they show exactly what the business is, they show where it's located, and how to reach the business. Also, you might be wondering, why are there 3 different ones with different names? This is because in Nigeria, you have to start a business, you have to show it to the government. And to do so, you have to provide it with 3 different names just in case your name might be taken. Because of that, we have our first choice, second choice, and third choice. Thank you.
We would also like to provide Jabbir with a banner for the front of his business. This would show potential customers the business name and business information. His name also allows him to experience and go into other business ventures in the future if he would like to. The goal of the banner is to attract customers to the store.
This is the business cards. The business card, okay, so the business card displays professionalism and seriousness. And next. All right, this is the bumper sticker. The bumper stickers will include the name, the logo, and the slogan. And we think using bumper stickers will help diversify and expand his business throughout Bauchi.
The grand opening sign will provide new customers who are looking for their phone to repair in Bauchi, since it's a key transportation line where they're exporting goods in Nigeria, and a lot of visitors from both up north, south, and east of Nigeria are coming through. We incorporated both the blue and green from Mr. Jabbir's favorite colors, while also implementing a welcoming feeling into the new business.
Target market. So sorry. It's what?
So basically, the target market is basically we're gonna be giving the population of Nigeria at least, or basically since everybody in Nigeria at least has it depends a lot on phones since everybody has at least 2 phones. And Jabbir's skills allows him to help others and yeah. For brand strategy, so basically we're gonna be advertising a lot of things, and so basically just to make his company or like his brand faint or like popular to help him like bring in more people, and then he's gonna make a second location in Nigeria to gain more money, and he's gonna get at least 10 people in each location to make the work faster.
Jabbir has 3 major competitive advantages. These are experience, customer relationship, and determination. He has over 10 years of experience, and when other businesses can't fix a device, they come to him for help. He also has amazing customer service. He's never had a bad review, and his customers trust him. He also has a great deal of determination because he's supporting his family financially.
For the business model, currently the 2 main sources of revenue are cell phone and cell phone accessory sales, as well as cell phone repair services. The value that he will be providing. Currently, cell phone repair is very high in demand in Bauchi, Nigeria, as many people own phones, and often they own more than one. A fun fact about that, actually, there are more phones owned in Nigeria than there are people. In addition, Jabbir will be providing a very skillful and reputable service and is pretty well known by his customers and loved. And in his personal life, he will be able to provide financial stability for his family and give them a happier life. The basics of our implementation plan. Currently, we have designed the business. Our next step would be to buy the necessary materials and hire apprentices. Jabbir himself was once an apprentice and hopes to continue this tradition. They will also become employees later on. Next, we would have our grand opening along with initial marketing. That would consist of flyers, business cards, banners, a sign, stuff like that. And later down the line, we hope to implement social media marketing as well as bumper stickers to help our business stand out more. Finally, we hope to expand the business by buying a second location and having a minimum of 10 employees in each location.
We are here today asking you for $151 investment into our company. With this $151, we'll be able to purchase the 5 necessary marketing tools that we need: flyers, banners, business cards, bumper stickers, and a grand opening sign. All these marketing tools are very unique and not very common. As you can see on our graph, it shows exactly where all the money in the $151 will go towards. 17.4% will go towards our banner, another 17.4% will go towards the grand opening, 29% towards flyers, 14.5% towards business bumper stickers, and 21.7% towards business cards. Also, if you see below the pie chart, there is a conversion of how we did our conversion: 460 Naira to $1, which is a little less than 200% below what it is today. Because we did such a low number because the conversion fluctuates daily, and due to the import and export out of Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you so much for listening. Please help us make Jabbir's dreams into a reality. If you want to contact us afterwards, please feel free. We have our names and our emails above, and we'd like to thank you once again and open the floor to any questions and feedback
Thank
you
you
may have.
guys for the presentation. You know, I think you guys, I felt the passion from you guys trying to understand how his business works and how he can deliver value to the community that he's supporting. However, I felt that the presentation started off a bit shaky. I was a bit confused. There was a lot of information going on in the beginning of the presentation. In fact, not until I got to the business models slide that I started to kind of, okay, this is what's happening. And then the investment slide, started to make sense. So you had a lot of opportunity in the beginning to frame the conversation in a way that you can pull in the audience. There were a few things there that I thought were the reality of executing some of the things that you wanted versus the numbers that you were asking for. 10 increasing by 10 employees, right? That's a lot of people. The business that this person has looks like an interesting business, and knowing what I know of Nigeria, and you're right, cell phones are, people have a lot of cell phones. I've seen people carrying up to 4 cell phones, walking around. But I also understand the why, because cell phone networks, signals, each of these cell phones will have different cell phone networks, right? So they don't necessarily have triple SIM phones or things like that. So I get it. So there's definitely a lot of opportunity to fix cell phones. So it's a business that I think has a lot of potential. And I think if you guys work with this person more closely, you can perhaps, help this person come up with a strategy that can help him build upon his business. There was a few areas there where I thought you mentioned that he has a boss, but then you also mentioned that he wanted to open a second location on his own. I wasn't sure where that was going, so that got me also a bit confused. Does he want to open a store on his own, or is he building a second location together with his boss, right? So it's always important to understand who is the investment going to him or to his boss, right?
All right, thank you for your feedback first. He is going to be starting his own business. Currently, he is working with his boss, but he is a startup. And the starting of the second location, that's like an end goal. That's like way later down the line, approximately 3 years. So yeah, but he will be splitting from his boss, and happily. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
All right, guys, nice presentation. I really love it. I really enjoy seeing your logo because you keep it very simple and it's straightforward. Everybody that sees it, he knows that this is really like a cell phone. Somebody's trying to talk about tech. Another thing that really drew my attention is that taking into consideration that the Nigerian government registered businesses, and you want to give that opportunity, because from the other presentation I didn't get that, but which is important, because you create the name for the business, you actually save it. If not, if anybody take the name, the business partner can no longer use it. So it's really important to take that into consideration. You created flyers, business card, and sign, banner, bumper stickers. It's really amazing, because I wish to have one for my car so that I can go around with it and make sure that Jabbir's business goes around the world. So the only thing I need to add is that whenever you're presenting, you have to make all these tools very, very clear so that people can see. The slide was actually too busy, and it becomes like confusing, like which one is part of the business card or the flyers. Does that make sense? So, but apart from that, you guys really done an amazing job. And connecting with Jabbir, it's always fascinating, to get to know about his family and to learn about the business. I know it's crazy, but you guys really did an amazing job by getting to understand how the business really operates. So nice job, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Umar. Very good job, team, in advocating for your social entrepreneur client. I really liked the graphic layout on the title slide. I thought that was very well done with his picture up off to the left and the way it was integrated into the slide. It wasn't just kind of like dropping the art in there. It actually looked very well composed artistically. I also liked starting out with the question. I realized we had to go through it a couple of times and we lost a little bit of the surprise value because we did have to redo it, but I thought it still worked well on the second run through as well. Because it's a good way to draw people in, and it's very effective for email marketing as well. It's one of the things you want to put in the subject line. Do work on solidifying the pronunciation of these social entrepreneur's name so that we don't have a little bit of a halting launch in terms of the introduction to him. The logo of the phone is nice as far as obviously there's an outline of a mobile device, and there's the little lifeline logo in the middle. I was a little confused what the purpose of the overlay or the background of the globe was. There were later references to the aspirations and the scope for the service area, but I found it busy as a logo. And so I felt that there were more downsides than upsides to it. And I almost would think, I mean, there was certainly a health metaphor there with the line. An even simpler logo might be a heart or something. I don't know. Maybe that wouldn't work well. But the overlay with the global graphic, I just felt was kind of busy and even obscured the image of the phone a little bit. So I was trying to figure out, is the target market Bauchi? Is it all of Nigeria? Even if it were all of Bauchi or half of Bauchi, that's a lot, especially for a small business. One of the name options included the word empire, and I think in 2023, especially context specific, that may have some unpleasant resonances. Of course, we have an empire state here, and I am also a resident of the Old Dominion, which I know some of you are. And so there are some of these words that we still have around, but I don't know that I would actively choose them in 2023. An empire is, well, it has the notion of conquest and a non-democratic governance structures. There's a reference there, a claim that he provides the best, he's the best cell phone repair person in all of Nigeria. I know that as a regulatory matter in the United States, those are the kinds of things that immediately invite scrutiny from regulatory agencies. For example, the Federal Trade Commission, at least for businesses of any large size, not necessarily small entrepreneur. But beyond the regulatory question, there's the ethical question. If you can't prove it, if you can't document that he's literally the best, then you shouldn't claim it. And that's just a matter of honesty in terms of the marketing. You can say he's a leading cell phone provider or maybe one of the best if you think that might be demonstrable. Never a bad review, given the fact that just about every one of the teams that we've been assisting here with leadership initiatives comes back and says, well, we have little or no access to digital systems and devices. And I saw there was an image, obviously he has phones, and I saw an image of him with a computer. Where are these bad reviews not showing up? Are they not showing up because there's a paucity of platforms like Yelp and other places that we would look for, Google reviews, things that we would look for here? I'm just curious. It was an odd thing to say never a bad review, because even the best company is going to have a bad day. And given the paucity of platforms, I would just wonder if it has more to do with the fact there aren't a lot of places to place bad reviews. And then the budget, it was variously either 150, 151 or something. In either case, down to the penny or 151, round up. And especially if I understood the comments that because of currency rate fluctuations, so there's currency risk, that it could end up, the actual amount could end up being significantly higher. I would just, I mean, we're not talking about huge amounts of money. I would just say we want $200, just to, so you can manage expectations depending upon when this would launch. But I thought you did a fine job of advocating for your client, and wish him every success, and congratulations to all of you for fine work.